Hi everybody, today we've been discussing the causes, symptoms, prevalence, and treatment options of a certain hereditary disease, which is in our case in Huntington's disease. First, to understand the concept of Huntington's disease better, we will go through a brief rundown of DNA and mutations.
DNA, also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, appears to be in the shape of a double helix. It is made up of simple chemical building blocks called nucleotides. They consist of sugar phosphate backbones and are bonded together with hydrogen bonds, which are also stuck with base pairs known as adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine.
And that brings us to mutations. According to the National Human Genome Research Institute, a mutation is a change in the DNA sequence of an organism. Mutations can result from errors in DNA replication during cell division, exposure to mutagens, or a viral infection. There are four main types of mutations, including substitution, deletion, insertion, and translocation.
Moving on to Huntington's disease. Scientists have found that Huntington's disease is a genetic, neurodegenerative, and ultimately fatal disease with devastating impacts to the brain. Some of the effects include decline in thinking and reasoning skills, including memory, concentration, judgment, and ability to plan and organize. All of these traits are caused by the decay of the cortex, which is in charge of personality and cognition, along with the stratum, which is in charge of movement control. How Huntington's disease works is quite complex, but in simple terms, it is caused by an error in the Huntington gene. When the gene CAG excessively duplicates itself, this type of mutation is called duplication, and because of these excessive copies, mutated Huntington proteins are produced, ultimately interfering with their transport networks and permanently damaging the nerve cells. Anyhow, some symptoms of Huntington's disease include involuntary movements, mood swings, cognitive decline, and more. Every parent with Huntington's disease has a 50% chance of passing down the disease to their children.
Moreover, about 1 in 10,000 people in the world have been diagnosed with Huntington's disease, with many more at risk.
There are no current cures for Huntington's disease. However, there are treatment options to manage its symptoms. This includes medication like tetrabenazine to help reduce involuntary movements, physical therapy, which can be beneficial in improving mobility, or comprehensive care from a multidisciplinary team of healthcare professionals. There are many more treatment options, but this is just to name a few. And although Huntington's disease is a pretty grim topic, our team has thought of possible cures in the future, but all are purely fictional. So, a few weeks ago, I saw a video from UC San Francisco about how a brain implant and AI helped a woman with paralysis gain her voice back. Yeah, even though she couldn't really speak with her own mouth, she could miraculously communicate through a speaker and a screen. And after watching this video, I was inspired. So I went on to share this idea with my team.
This idea in question is a nanobot that needs to be implanted within the frontal cortex of the brain. Once it is implanted, the nanobot will go on to duplicate itself and repair damaged nerve cells
While also using AI to correct mutated genes.
and eliminating mutated proteins. So,
In conclusion, this is a short summary of what Huntington's disease is. In reality, it is a way more complex topic, which I recommend doing research on since it can really open your eyes to how much of a devastating way one's life could end.